What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. And I haven't said this in a while, but welcome to another edition of Malt Like a Monday, fools. Yeah, still can't say it right, guys. Anyway, you guys can tell the return of Malt Liquor Monday. I'm going to get back into this series here. I'm looking at Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor. It comes in at 5.5% alcohol by volume. This beer is pretty fresh. September 19th of 2019 is the enjoy by date on this one. At this point in time, it is April 21st, 2019, Easter Sunday. I got back from my parents' and my family's place. We had a nice Easter, very, very low-key Easter, not really anything big like that. But figured since for Monday, it's a Sunday for me, but when you guys view this or anywhere in the future, I do these malt liquor segments on Monday because kind of the theme of Malt Liquor Monday, it's kind of a series that I go through. And there's many that I've done in the past year too. We're going to kind of go back through and revisit all of these. So I figured a good one to go with is the 12-ounce version of malt liquor. This comes in a 12-ounce, I think it comes in a 22-ounce can. And I believe a 40-ounce bottle, which I have sitting right over here that I'm using as a, I'm using it as a grease kind of thing where I just pour the grease into the bottle, and when it goes up the top, it's going to go right out here into the trash. But kind of getting a little bit off topic here. Like I said, 5.5%. If you look at the can here real quick, or the bottle, I guess it really is, people call this the grenade. It's not a grenade. If you really look at it, they've embossed barrel kind of notes into it, so it's more or less a barrel than it is a grenade type of can. You got to look really close at it, but you can tell it's in there. They've embossed the when they've done these bottles, they've embossed that into the glass here. But quit jibber jabbering. Let's get into this, guys. I've done this many times before. I usually pick this up as the only malt liquor that I ever drink, only because it's 5.5%, just a little bit more than your Bud Miller Cooler style. It'll look kind of like that, maybe a little bit darker, but more or less, it's not going to give you that big alcohol punch that you're looking to get wasted in, like some people say. So let's get into this one, guys. Let's crack this open. Let's see what we get. And we'll get into the bottle cap here just a little bit. All right, I'm going to pour it in here into this Hard Rock Cafe glass. I'm going to try and generate some head up in here. Excuse me, head up in here. That's what she said, right? All right, guys, I'm bringing it back in here into the light. Got some little bit of a spillage going on here. White head, small to medium bubbles on the top, small around the sides. In this glass, it's a 1 finger's worth of head. And as I hold it up in here to light, I have a light source right here. I brought my lamp in here. It's probably a good idea. A little bit darker than your Bud Miller Cooler style, just a teeny tiny bit, but I'm getting rushing bubbles coming up to the top, and it's very, very clear. You can see through it, much like your American Adjunct lagers or your light American Adjunct lagers are. But it looks right to the style of a lager beer, and that's pretty much it for the appearance. You're not really going to get any yeast chunks or anything like that coming into the beer or anything like that. I would like to see some of these malt liquors maybe do a unfiltered type of malt liquor. I'm not saying like what Founders did with their DKML. That to me was a little bit of unfiltered, but maybe something like this, Old English, Magnum, that sort of thing, have an unfiltered malt liquor just to kind of see what it kind of would bring to the table, but I'm probably never going to see it. So let's get to the aroma test, guys. Let's see what we get. Big lager yeast, you're smelling right away. It's not going to be anything offensive or anything like that. It's going to smell like a lager, like your Bud Miller Cooler style. A little bit of sweetness coming from it. A little bit of, I would say a little bit of a dankness to it, or a skunkiness. It's kind of how I put it. Now, being in these green bottles, you're probably going to get that. If it came in a brown bottle, it would probably not even, you probably wouldn't even smell it. A little bit of sweetness. You're getting the big, humongous lager notes, the lager yeast that they've used in here, and a little bit of the dankness. And that's pretty much all I'm getting. But, guys, let's throw this down the gullet. Let's see what we get. Bottoms up, guys. Cheers. Again, does not taste like a malt liquor to me. Has that beer taste. Everyone that is a younger crowd, the older crowd, knows what the beer taste is. I'm going to kind of bring this back here a little bit. Tastes like American Adjunct lager. I'm getting the lager yeast. I'm getting, some people say that they get a hop presence with this. I'm not getting a hop presence with this. I'm sure they put hops in it to offset the sweetness on here, but they've done it in a way to make it taste more like a beer, more than the sweetness of a malt liquor would be, like your Old English, your Magnum, your St. Ides, your Colt 45s, that sort of thing. To me, it's a damn good beer. Damn good beer. And at 5.5%, it's probably getting into the ice beer category. Although ice beer and malt liquor are kind of one and the same there. Especially when you get to 6 and 7% level into the ice beer category. And then they kind of start getting into the malt liquor category, and then they kind of just fall off into the taste department because you're getting a big sweetness and not really much else. But this one doesn't have that. To me, it's pretty balanced. Not anything that's going to be off-putting or anything like that. If you're an American Angel Lager drinker like a Bud Miller, Coors, and I know I keep repeating that, you're going to like this style of malt liquor here. It's not to the malt liquor style that you're used to tasting. This is pretty cheap. I believe I paid for, I think I had it in a 12-ounce box of these, of the barrel cans or the barrel bottles. I don't know why I'm saying cans. It's actually bottles. I think I paid, goodness, less than $10 probably for a 12-pack of this. And it being in the bottles, which I think is a steal, especially being in the bottles. Because usually if you have it in a bottle for a 12-pack, the price kind of gets going up here. I think I paid, I'd have to look at the receipt, honestly. But I know it was under $10 for the 12-pack. But let me know if you guys can get these, get them in that 12-pack box. Let me know what you guys paid for them down in the comments. But kind of getting back to the beer here, pretty balanced to me. There's not really a whole lot of sweetness to it. I think they put enough hops in it to offset the sweetness. I think it just tastes like you're a little bit different, like a Bud Miller Coors style. It does have that kind of the Miller taste to it, that Miller kind of uniqueness, I guess is how I would put it. I think this is a Miller product. That's kind of, I've tasted Miller products many, many times. It has that Miller taste to it. I'd have to think it's brewed by the Miller Brewing Company. It has that twang or that uniqueness to the beer. It's a damn good malt liquor, guys. I'm not failing at any point. Now, for beer overall, probably not going to get very high scores here. Everyone kind of, if you look at Beer Advocate, if you look at Rate Beer, if you even look at YouTube, some people say this is pretty nasty. To me, being an American Adjunct Lager drinker, and primarily American Adjunct Lager drinker, I drink IPAs and stouts and porters and brown ales and all that sort of stuff, but I kind of go off of all spectrums. This is a winner. I'm going to say this is probably the best malt liquor that you're probably going to come by. And the only reason it's probably a malt liquor is because it's 5.5%. If they lowered it down to 5, you probably wouldn't even know this against a Bud Miller Coors style. So, or even paired with it, you probably would say, this probably is a Miller product. You probably think it would be probably Miller High Life or something like that. That kind of has that uniqueness to it. The taste I'm getting is kind of a little bit of corn too here, a little bit coming through, but not big at all. So, but guys, I'm going to get to the cap here now. Like I said, I was about ready to wrap it up here. But they come in these, the big mouth bottles where they have the traditional bee on it, I guess, or wasp, or kind of whatever it is. And on the other side here, they have a little picture of it, usually on the cans, or I always want to say cans. On the bottle caps, they have this little kind of puzzle you got to figure out. I'm not really big into that. If you guys are, it's kind of maybe fun to try to figure out what it is. So, but there's not any prize that you win or anything. It's just that. But guys, Malt Liquor Mondays coming back. Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor is the first one in the Return of the Malt Liquor Mondays segment here that I've kind of bypassed here, but I'm kind of bringing it back into the realm here. But yeah, to me, this is the best of the best here for a malt liquor. Other people have their opinions. I'm just going to say this is good. Overall score for this one is probably going to get I'm going to say it's a B category. I'm going to give it my average score, 85. But for malt liquor overall, this is world class. I can't give it that much higher than praise. I'd probably give it about a 99 for a malt liquor. But beer overall, I'm just going to say average 85. It doesn't really wow you at all or anything like that. But the big part here is there's none of that sweetness characteristics that you get with other malt liquors for this one. This one is true to the American Adjunct Lager style. So guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you've had Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor before, let me know down in the comments. Please consider hitting that subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification so you guys get more videos just like this one. And guys, if you had too much to drink, please get a designated driver. You guys should know my spiel by now, but if not, I'm going to say it one more time. Don't drive home drunk, guys, because if you do, you're going to get pulled over by the cops. They're going to make you do the stupid-ass sobriety test. Then you get a free ride to jail, then court fees and possible prison time. And then if you hit or kill somebody, you know you're going to be in the slammer for a while. And if you kill yourself, all you've done is hurt your family and friends and put yourself 6 feet under, okay? Just sleep off your buzz, get your car the next day. Get an Uber, a taxi, Lyft. Have someone at the bar get you a ride home, because in this day and age, there's zero tolerance anymore, guys. If you're leaving the bar, you're probably going to see a cop. You're probably going to end up getting pulled over, and he's probably going to do the sobriety test. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. Come back next time when I pull another beer out of the fridge back here, and we'll see what it does. All right, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces. Take care, guys.